Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. The recipe I'm about to show you is a traditional dessert from France, baba au rhum, fluffy yeast raisin cake soaked in hot rum syrup and then topped with an airy whipped cream. Prepare this boozy delight and impress everyone. So I will show you the easiest recipe to make baba au rhum or baba au rum. It depends of the country that you are calling the recipe. This is an easy recipe because actually baba au rum is very technical recipe. I tried to find an easy recipe for everybody. So let's begin. Now I have my mixer here and I will add my flour, my dry yeast, my butter. The butter should be at room temperature, and 1 tablespoon honey. Easy cheesy. Normally when we're using yeast, we soaked up the yeast into some liquid, but this is a different recipe. So actually I will mix everything together, and when they look like wet sand, then gradually I will add one by one my eggs. But first I have to mix everything together, okay? So, as you can see now, the mixture is like wet sand. Gradually, as I told you, we will add eggs one by one, but first we have to ensure that the first egg is completely incorporated, and then we will add the next one, gradually. One is in, I'm preparing the next one, yeah, the second one is in, the third one is in. It's an easy way to make a patassou. It's not patassou, but it's very close with patassou. Yes, we need in total 250 grams of eggs. You have to make sure that it's 250 grams. And the last one is in. I need a pinch of salt. And I'm almost done. I am done. Totally done, you know. To done is done. Yeah. And this is it. Now, if you don't have mixer like this one, I want you to be confident and carry on the process with a whisk. Actually, we don't need the speed of the mixer. So, 99.9% it will be successful. I'm giving 0.1 because, you know, always there is the possibility. Now, I will take my mixer. As you can see, it's quite runny. Yes. And I will put it in a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, don't worry, because you can do the whole process with a tablespoon. Now, I will bring my muffin tins here. The French people don't use this kind of muffin tins to make baba au rhum. And with this amount of mixer, you can make up to 12 baba au rhum. Now, I will divide my mixer to my muffin tins. As you can see, my muffin tins, they are only greased with butter and floured to make sure that the mixer will not stick to the muffin tins, and is okay. Perfecto. Now, we have yeast inside the mixer, so we have to leave some time to the yeast to rise. The temperature of the room is the key of this detail. In 1 hour, they will be ready because we want to be like that. And you see the differences like this? Huh? This is not raised, this is raised. But I have to cover this one with a plastic wrap and I will leave them on the side. We want to see them double in size. And now my baba are ready for the oven. My oven is preheated to 200 degrees Celsius set to fan because we want a nice color and a nice mixer. For how long we are going to bake, my friend Mihalis? 15-20 minutes, it's okay. In 15-20 minutes they will be ready. The rack should be at the highest level because we want the air to go around the tin and make them crispy all around. And when they are ready, I will take them out, I will leave them on the side to cool down because we want cool baba and then hot syrup to combine. Are you ready, Mihalis? I am ready too! And babas are ready, and they are cool, nice, they are lovely muffin tins, but there is no sugar inside them because we added just 1 tablespoon of honey. So we will take all the sweetness from the syrup. Now I have a pot here, I will put on heat and I will add my water, the sugar, and the rind of one lemon, because I want to take this flavor. Now, we call them baba or Rhum, because they have inside what like is? Rum, exactly. But we didn't add any rum yet. Why? Yes! And the secret with all alcohol sweets is to add the alcohol to the very end, because if you add it to the start, you don't have the flavor of the alcohol. So if I add my rum now to the syrup and let it boil, probably in 1 to 2 minutes there will be no taste of alcohol. So we need to make sure that the syrup it stop boiling and then add the rum. So my syrup is almost ready, but before I soak my baba Rhum, I have to score them. I'm making a nice cut like this one because I want to open them and then add my whipped cream inside. So I cut them here. I'm almost done. I love baba Rhum. It's very classic. And when the syrup is ready, we're taking off the heat here. And what I have to add here, my friend, like is the main character of the recipe, which is rum. Now, you have to use a good rum, don't be stingy. Now, I will take my baba, I will soak it in for about 5 seconds into the syrup while it's still hot, because if I soak it more, then probably I will over soak it like this one, and it will take much syrup, which is something that we don't want. It's better to be under soaked than over soaked, okay? So, at the moment we have to leave baba Rhum to get cold because it's hot. And this is whipped cream. Whipped cream doesn't like hot environment. If I add now the whipped cream to baba, probably it will start melting, but I have to do it. Yeah, you know, yeah, I will not do to all of them, just to 1 to 3 of them to show you how they will look like. And here I have a pan, here I have an apricot jam, and I will turn on the heat because I want to heat up a little bit my jam, and I will start filling my baba. Now, if you want to add a little bit more rum inside, you can do it. If you are a big fan of alcohol, then you can add a little bit of rum inside to make sure that it will be a kick for your guests. And of course, oh my god, lovely. I love this recipe. And again, start filling this bad boy with more whipped cream. It's so simple dessert and so tasty. Because French people know, I think the French desserts are the best all over the world because they have this lovely balance. The sweets are not so sweet, and actually you can eat a whole tray of them. This is perfection, guys. So after a while the jam is ready, so I will take my hot jam and I will just brush my baba on top because I want this glossy effect. And that's why we do it at home with some apricot jam. And now it's hot, but in 2-3 minutes it will be absolutely perfect. It will be cold and set on the top of the babas. And now it's time for what like is? For pistachios. That's why French people really are the best in desserts all over the world. Because this is perfection, my friend. Now it's time for Akis to taste this lovely dessert. Oh my god. It's so sexy, so unique, so tasty, so nice, so absolutely worthy. It's heavenly good, it's mouth-watering, it's finger-licking good, it's divine, it's 100% the best dessert all over the world. And now it's time to taste. Subscribe, comments, and share this lovely recipe with your friends, and visit my website for the details of the recipe. Bye bye!